Is this thing still on? Well, we can communicate like this and I don't have to yell.
I'm sorry, I didn't think you were going to speak into it. It's a good thing you didn't say anything. Oh. I didn't know you were going to speak into it. Oh. I'm glad you gave a little gift to everybody that was listening, man. Oh, we're live. It was pretty spicy. It was pretty good. That wasn't that bad. paying attention. That's why I have this pointing up. Sucker or a cough drop. Oh, he's got the good stuff. I'll take one of those. Rocking the face mask today? You hate it, don't you?
Oh, it's so bad.
face. That was fun.
Hello and welcome in everybody here to 105.5 KACH and MyLocalRadio.com for another edition of Westside Lady Pirate Basketball. Yes, we've made the trip from Wyoming all the way back up here to Soda Springs. Could not miss this game for the Wild. It's going to be a really good one against district opponents. The Cardinals sitting at a 8-2 record on the season. Westside 7-2. This is going to be a really good matchup between district opponents, and we're going to see who rightfully deserves to be in the coaches and media poll top 5. Westside currently sits at 5. Soda Springs sits at 2 behind Melba. Both of these teams have taken on some quality opponents. Westside ending on a heartbreaker a couple days ago in Malad, out in Malad. That was one that really kind of ripped the heart out of everybody. That was a great and improved Malad team. Westside comes into this one now wanting to get the taste out of their mouth and get back to the grind of basketball. I talked with Julia Jensen earlier prior to this matchup, and she's going to be our outstanding student interview. She is ready. She is just ready to go, and these girls are ready to get back onto the court and get things going as well. We're going to go ahead, take a quick break, and thank our wonderful sponsors here on 105.5 KACH. Come back to you for our scene set and our outstanding student interview brought to you by North Stars Ultimate Outdoors and our Evergreen Financial Partners here on 105.5 KACH.
Tonight's game is brought to you by West Motors, your only stop for new or used cars in Preston and in Logan. Stokes Market True Value with the freshest meat and produce in town. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and surrounding communities since 1925. Ralph's Construction, building homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care you'll receive in all of the Cache Valley. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, with all the parts you need for your car to keep it running strong. Naylor Insurance, for home, health, life, and auto from Mutual of Enumclaw. Procon Homes, building quality multifamily homes across the West. By Les Schwab Tires, stop in and see the tire experts on Main Street in North Logan. North Stars Ultimate Outdoors, get ready for your next outdoor adventure at North Stars Ultimate Outdoors in Preston. Evergreen Financial. When planning your future, trust the experts at Evergreen Financial in Preston. Level 10 Life. Reach your next level in life with their life coaching sessions. Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Don't leave the things that matter to chance. Call Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency today. Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area. And by Papa J's Deli and Jerky in Clifton. This game is made possible through an agreement between Cook Brothers Broadcasting and is intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any rebroadcast of this game in whole or in part without the express written consent of Cook Brothers Broadcasting is strictly prohibited. Since 2005, North Star's Ultimate Outdoors has been Cache Valley's source for fun and adventure. It's here you can find the biggest selection of snowmobiles, ATVs, utility vehicles, and handheld power equipment from the brand names you know, such as Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. The professionally trained staff at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors of Preston has what it takes to get you out on the nation's leading brands. The best deals in the best town. North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts. 777 North State Street, Preston.
We welcome you back in here to 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM, as we get ready for this matchup between the Lady Cardinals of Soda Springs and the West Side Pirates. Before we get into our scene set today, let's talk to you a little bit about what we saw out in Wyoming with the boys. Taking care of business, they win 2 of 3 games, win their first 2 against the Rollins Outlaws and the Rock Springs Tigers. I gotta say, that game against Rock Springs is probably the best that I've seen the boys play all year round. They worked in a cohesive, manner. They worked one with another, and shots were coming in and coming off of the wrist confidently with them. Their final game today, which was played at 1 p.m. out at Green River High School in Wyoming, they lost to Kelly Walsh 64-55, although that game was really close in the last 3 minutes. The West Side boys team really coming along, getting a lot of chemistry going. Eli Brown, Dylan Ralphs and company have really led the charge in getting some huge shots out there. I talked with some broadcasters who were able to watch the game from Rock Springs covering the second game, and they said, wow, those boys play with energy. They play with toughness, and they're making big shots. I told him, hey, if they play like that going into the district play, like they want to, I can't imagine a lot of teams that are going to be able to beat them. So it's going to be a good game. We're 17 minutes away from tip-off here in Soda Springs, home of the Cardinals. A great atmosphere as fans have lined up and down and around the gymnasium. The Soda Springs girls located on the left of my screen. The West Side Lady Pirates out on my right side warming up here. It's now time for our scene set. Brought to you by North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts. 777 North State Street in Preston. The Cardinals will come out, and they come into the season 8-2. They've had some big wins early on in the year as we kind of look at what they've done. For the Cardinals, the home team, they have an overtime win against Snake River, have beat Preston by 13. That was their first game of the entire year, and also took on Hurricane and Desert Hills of Utah. And there are only 2 losses coming to Sugar Salem and Snow Canyon, 2 great programs. Snow Canyon, Utah, located down in St. George. They are participating in the Desert Hills Holiday Classic, and that is a great program out there. They have really taken business here in terms of conference play. Their first conference victory was against Aberdeen back on the 14th this last Wednesday, a 64-22 win, and upending the Aberdeen Tigers, who were very, very strong last year. As for the West Side Pirates, they come into this after dropping a loss to Malad 45-47 in the final moments. This team is ready and prepped to get that bad taste out of their mouth and get some conference wins. And they're going to have to do it against a very tough opponent here in the Soda Springs Cardinals tonight. This is a tall team. This is a team that works together, and they hustle a lot. Stingy defense for the Cardinals. That has been our scene set today, brought to you by North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts. 777 North State Street in Preston. We'll take a quick timeout and come back to you with our outstanding student interview. It's going to be Julia Jensen this week, and she had a lot of good stuff to say. Don't go anywhere. We'll come back to you and play this interview right after this here on mylocalradio.com and Preston's Classic Hits.
Franklin County Medical Center Sports Therapy and Rehabilitation Services is dedicated to helping you live your best life. We have trained professional staff to help you improve your athletic endurance and so much more. Whether you are recovering from injury or surgery or need some basic athletic training, we work hard to get you back to doing what you love most. Our speech pathologist can also assist with communication, language, or other speech issues. Learn more about our services at fcmc.org.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric. It's what we do.
With over 24 years of building multifamily and commercial projects across the Intermountain West, Procon stands apart as a leader in the custom framing industry. Driven by the standard of delivering the highest level of customer service, high-quality work, and integrity, Procon is dedicated to building multifamily and commercial properties that exceed customer expectations. Visit online to see why Procon stands above the rest at buildprocon.com.
It's the goal in everyone's life to reach financial independence and security. Evergreen Financial Partners in Preston can help with strategies to assist in those goals. They will design a plan to suit you, whether it be for your family, home, or current or future investments. Evergreen Financial Partners can help with life insurance, long-term life, 401ks, retirement plans, or mutual funds. Contact the experts at Evergreen Financial and let them put a plan together for you. Find them at 41 West 1st South in Preston, or go online to set your appointment at evergreenfinancialpartners.net. Evergreen Financial Partners, your first step to financial security.
We welcome you back here into the sports broadcast booth. I am Cody Olsen, your voice of the West Side Pirates, getting ready for a district matchup against the Lady Cardinals out here in Soda Springs. It's now time for our Naylor Insurance Keys of the game. Step number one here for the Pirates, and I know it's a tough one, but you really want to shake off that game in Malad. There was a couple hard shots out there that just didn't fall. Malad played a fantastic game, and although you're starting off conference play with a loss, you have to forget it. You have to move forward. Julia Jensen talked a little bit about how they want to work from the inside out tonight, and I think that's a big key. I think you try and get your forwards going. You know, Lainey and Natalie out on the bottom and working the paint is a key to success, and it's a recipe for wins when it comes to West Side. And then getting those open shots when that doesn't, operate, that doesn't open up as much as you want to. Defensively, you're going to have to shut down Jeanette Garbage. Number one for Soda Springs, as well as Zippy Thompson. Those are the two that you're going to have to keep an eye out for, as they're going to have a little bit of a height advantage. Thompson, one of those names that you might recognize from volleyball season, playing the Cardinals back in the regular season, conference play of volleyball. So that's what you're going to need to do. You're going to have to shut them down and work through mentally that game against Malad a couple days ago and start to get your feet back underneath you. As your keys to the game, brought to you by Naylor Insurance. We'll be coming back to you in just a second for our outstanding student interview with Julia Jensen right after this on 105.5 KACH.
We
We all have those times in life where having insurance has been a great comfort in helping to make a bad situation better. Naylor Insurance takes pride in being that friend there to help you when you need it the most. Serving the community since 1978, Naylor Insurance is proud to represent a number of carriers to fit your insurance needs through Mutual of Enumclaw. Stop by our new location, 223 North State Street in Preston.
North Star's Ultimate Outdoors is the best provider of power sport vehicles right here in downtown Preston. Vehicles and equipment from brand names that you know and trust, like Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. Stop in and let us get you ready for your next adventure at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts, 777 North State Street, Preston.
We welcome you in, everybody, here to our outstanding student interview prior to the matchup against the Soda Springs Lady Cardinals. I'm joined here with the one, the only, the wonderful Julia Jensen. Julia, how the heck are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
Julia, from what I hear, you have your hands, your fingerprints on a lot of stuff around the state of Idaho. You've been doing a lot of really fun things. We're getting ready for basketball time. How has winter been for you so far?
I've been doing really well with all of it. It's been a lot of busy stuff, but I mean, keeping caught up on a lot of things is hard, stressful, but
yeah, I mean,
basketball lets it go. So
such is life. Basketball is a great outlet, right?
Yes.
Obviously, this is you're part of a West Side Lady Pirates team that is so fun to watch, and you're a part of it. Can you tell me a little bit about where you feel like your role has been this year for the girls and on the team so far?
So for this year, I feel like I've been able to cheer each other on. Like anytime we score, we always kind of give each other a high five. Just being positive and working together as a team, hitting our post inside and going out, a lot of that.
That's awesome stuff. And, from a broadcaster's perspective, Julia, I've noticed, you get the ball in the perimeter and you have the green light to go. Like from coach, you have the confidence to put that up there. What has brought you to the point where you're at right now where you feel confident in those shots? Where does that confidence come from, I guess?
So a lot of it comes from just being able to be on the court a lot with my mom as an official. I've been on the court not just only at practices but on weekends. With me reffing, I get to also see the court, so I shoot a lot. But just the coaches and them being positive with us, even if we miss, a lot of them, hey, keep your head up, do it again kind of thingy.
Right. Julia, you've made some fantastic shots, and I'll be the first one to tell you, I hear a lot from everybody, Julia Jensen, keep an eye on her because she can make you pay from beyond the arc and do a lot of really fun stuff. This Lady Pirates team has obviously gone through a little bit of adversity. That Malad game was one of those games that really pushed you guys. What do you feel like the girls learned overall from that Malad game?
So I feel like a lot of that learned of how to be a team. A lot of us didn't hit our inside game and push it out as much. We were kind of like focus on ourselves rather than hitting our teammates and maybe seeing that one extra pass that could have opened up the court a little more.
We're here at Soda Springs right now. Obviously, the Lady Cardinals are having a fantastic year as well. They're going to be a formidable opponent in the district right now. What do you guys hope to improve on, and what are you guys going to focus on today?
So our focus is meshing as a team, working all together, because whenever we do that, we have 3 to 4, sometimes 5 girls in double digits with scoring, and that's one thing that we worked a lot on this last couple practices, was working on our plays that can hit that extra pass can hit the open person, rather than just taking the shot that looks open. You see a better position on the court. From your perspective and from your feeling when you're playing out there, what does that extra pass do to a team? So that extra pass kind of lets it's more patience for us. It helps us not only score, but then on defense we're more relaxed. We saw that extra pass that wasn't necessarily a rush shot. It was more relaxed, and we knew it was going in. There seems to be a huge difference for you, Julia, and for all the girls. There's a difference when the girls feel confident in their shot. Are the girls feeling confident right now? Yeah, we're all ready to go tonight. Tonight's going to be a big game, but we're excited to be here. I'm excited to go ahead and cover it. Pulling us out of basketball a little bit, Julia, you told me prior to this interview that you're participating in a lot of stuff extracurricular outside of sports. Can you tell us a little bit about what you're doing outside of basketball and even outside of school right now that's part of your life? So right now I've been working full-time at the Nell J. Redfield Memorial Hospital in Malad, and then I also officiate high school sports and little kids basketball on weekends. That's awesome.
How do you feel like that helps you in your basketball?
So with that, it helps me see different moves. Younger aged kids have a lot of awkward movements and not necessarily the cleanest shots, but it helps you see like why they missed that or what move they did to get past the defender.
Have you, in your time as a referee, have you come across the world's next LeBron James out there yet? Do you have any inside scoop on anybody right now?
No, I don't.
It's I refereed a little bit too, and it's just really fun to be a part of the action and stuff like that. What led you to want to do that in the first place?
So I've been around refereeing since I was 1. My mom started reffing then, and necessarily I always said no, I'm never gonna be a ref. But when COVID hit and officials started dropping and they dropped the age to 16, I started my junior year with volleyball, and this year I was able to actually ref the 2A district tournament in Malad for volleyball. So,
Julia, you have a unique perspective in both being an official and a player right now, really in high school. And you mentioned the official shortage. Can you talk to us a little bit about how hard it is and how important it is that we respect our officials?
So my first time reffing was actually a softball game, and a coach came out and started yelling about something, and then they realized who my mom was, and they kind of stopped talking, and they knew that my mom wouldn't handle it. But when the first year official comes out, when people yell, it makes them want to change their calls, and they start focusing on them yelling rather than what they're seeing. So letting them see what they call is a better idea, because just blowing the whistle is a hard thing to do.
If you could speak into the universe about how you feel like the public should view officials right now, is there any advice that maybe you would say, or would you remind people like, hey, we're human, like we do stuff as well, right? Like,
yeah, an official's not always 100% right. I've never played in a game with an official being fully your side or fully calling the correct calls. There's always going to be those calls that maybe you'll argue against.
Right. It's important to respect those calls, right? And, officials are dropping like flies, so
yes.
Treat them with kindness, right? Julia, this has been a fantastic interview, and I assume and I imagine that we're going to get another one later on because there's so much that we can talk about. Before we go, is there anything that you want to say before we get ready for the matchup and getting ready for the tip-off against the Lady Cardinals?
I honestly want to say thanks to everyone that's watched. I know a lot of people come and talk to us about, hey, we saw your game on the radio. And not only that, but I want to thank you for doing it, because a lot of people have seen our games because of you guys broadcasting it.
It's been fun. It's been a pleasure of mine. Julia Jensen, superstar out on the court and off the court. An absolute pleasure to have you on, Julia. Thanks so much. Best of luck out there, okay?
Thank you.
Webb Funeral Home is proud to be the leading provider of funeral services in northern Cache Valley, including southeast Idaho, for almost 100 years. We are a full-service mortuary offering the highest quality services with very affordable pricing. We have plans to meet everyone's budget, from traditional funeral services to graveside services and cremation options. We gladly provide free insurance coverage review, quality headstones and monuments, as well as funeral transcriptions. Let us answer any questions you might have by calling us at 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, a trusted name in funeral service since 1925.
Level 10 Life provides skilled, one-on-one life coaching sessions to help you unlock your next level in life. Our trained professionals specialize in health, life, and career coaching. Book a free consultation today at level10lifecoach.com.
They say the 3 most important things in life for many people are their faith, their family, and their high school sports. And not necessarily in that order. Advertise where you'll get noticed. Call My Local Radio and become a sports advertiser today.
Franklin County Medical Center is proud to provide excellence in surgical and specialty healthcare right here in our community, making it extremely convenient to receive world-class care without even leaving the county. The best part is that we work closely with your primary care physicians to ensure a convenient and coordinated care experience. Our skilled surgeons are continually adding services to Franklin County, some you won't find anywhere in the greater Cache Valley area. Discover what is available right here at fcmc.org/specialty. You just might be surprised at what we have to offer.
Whether you're in need of timber frame buildings, estate entrances, trusses, pergolas, pavilions, or gazebos. The craftsmanship at Milestone Timberworks reflects our passion and commitment of building for the future. At the beginning and end of the day, it's about achieving the built environment where the truly great moments in life are experienced. We look forward to working with you. Visit milestonetimberworks.com today.
There's no better family activity than a night out at the movies. Worm Creek Opera House Theater on State Street in Preston is your local home for first-run family movies. The historic theater offers top-flight comfort, the coolest refreshments, and quality entertainment, all at family prices. Stop by the Worm Creek Opera House at 70 South State Street in downtown Preston. For tickets, show times, and a list of upcoming attractions, go to wormcreek.org.
We welcome you back into the broadcast booth. We'll go ahead and step aside and get ready for our tip-off right after our national anthem.
Whether you're in need of timber frame buildings, estate entrances, trusses, pergolas, pavilions, or gazebos, the craftsmanship at Milestone Timberworks reflects our passion and commitment of building for the future. At the beginning and end of the day, it's about achieving the built environment where the truly great moments in life are experienced. We look forward to working with you. Visit milestonetimberworks.com today.
North Star's Ultimate Outdoors is the best provider of power sport vehicles right here in downtown Preston. Vehicles and equipment from brand names that you know and trust, like Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. Stop in and let us get you ready for your next adventure at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts, 777 North State Street, Preston. When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric. It's what we do.
Great rendition of the national anthem as we get ready for this awesome tip-off as we are going to go ahead and do our starting lineups. We'll start off with the Lady Pirates here.
It's time to meet tonight's starting lineup for the Westside Pirates. The starting lineup is brought to you by Webb Funeral Home, a trusted name in funeral service since 1925.
Harley Nielsen, sophomore, Weston, Idaho. Tommy Henderson, junior, Dayton, Idaho.
Letty Phillips, senior, Downey, Idaho. Natalie Lemon, senior, Weston, Idaho.
Aubrey Barzy, junior, Clifton, Idaho.
Julia Jensen, senior, Malad, Idaho.
Lainey Jane Beckstead, senior, Clifton, Idaho.
To find out how Webb Funeral Home can be of service to you in your time of need, call 208-852-0533 or check out their website at webbmortuary.com.
Welcome back to the sports broadcast booth as the Lady Cardinals are getting announced here to my right side. Getting the start, Jeanette Garbett. She's going to be a problem tonight. Very tall, Going to be one that you're going to have to keep an eye out for. Standing at 6 foot tall, the junior. Behind her, Alexa Moldenhauer, the 5'5" senior. Then right after her, Abby Gooden, sophomore, getting the start here for the Soda Springs Cardinals. Taylor Billman also getting the start. She's a senior. And then to wrap things up, Zippy Thompson, the 5'11" senior. A lot of height here for the Lady Cardinals. We'll pause for station identification, come back to you for a tip-off here in Soda Springs.
A proud member of the Co-op, we save you money on advertising and enable you to reach more customers. We are KACH, Preston, Clarkston, Mink Creek.
We welcome you in as we get ready for the starting tip-off. Natalie Lemon will be facing off, waiting for her opponent inside the Soda Springs circle here at midcourt. Pre-game music up and abounding. It's going to be Garbett up against her. Pretty similar height-wise. I believe that Lemon is probably 1 inch shorter than Garbett. Our head official coming to the line as we get ready here. Starting the first quarter, ball up in the air. Garbett pushes it backwards, and Beckstead's actually the one to grab it here in their own backcourt. The Westside Lady Pirates with their 7-2 overall record versus the Soda Springs 8-2 overall record. Part of the district. Natalie Lemon at the very top of the arc. Almost has that one poked out and away by Moldenhauer. Up at the very top again, Letty Phillips will try and direct traffic here on the right side. Beckstead with the face mask. Down the baseline is Barzee getting the start for Westside. Now in front of the media table. Passing inwards, Beckstead to intercept it inside on the fast break after Soda Springs. The other way, here's the Lady Pirates. Left-hand layup by Barzee. And it looks like Westside's going to get on the board first after a big fast break points and the assist. Out on the far side wing, underneath Thompson, under and over, getting the foul from Natalie Lemon. And Lemon got in foul trouble out in Malad, and it really cost the Westside Pirates in this one. She picks up her first foul only 53 seconds into the ballgame. Thompson hits the first one on the free throw. Thompson, 5'11", matches the tallest person in the starting lineup for the Pirates, which is Natalie Lemon, and she's going to go perfect from the line. Barzee with the layup and Thompson with 2 free throws, and a little bit of a pressure look from the Lady Cardinals. Catching up and underneath, far side, Barzee will dribble across the timeline. Near side now, Phillips, she feels it for 3, yes! Great shot from Phillips, who realized that the seat opened up for her on the right side wing. She pulled the trigger inside. Thompson, Lemon is there, and it will bounce off of a Westside Pirate and out of bounds. Thompson being fed early and often in the early goings here. Garbett will sky up in the air. She's going to go one-on-one against Beckstead. Uses her strength and stride to work the left side of the key. Gets fouled, and Julia Jensen is going to be the second Westside Lady Pirate to give up a foul here tonight in this one. The Lady Cardinals shooting into the Cardinal Crazies located directly behind the basket. They're working from right to left on your radio dial. And Thompson and Garbett are 2 key players to watch here in this game for Soda Springs. They're the first ones to get out onto the board for the Cardinals, and they both go perfect from the line, cutting the lead down to only 1. Here's that pressure look once again. Barzee's coming to help out Phillips. Bounces off of Garbett's toe and out the baseline yet again. And it looks like the Lady Cardinals are going to pressure this backcourt of Westside. Barzee dribbling through some pressure, goes through everybody coast to coast, and is going to jump it up and finally get a travel violation called. Got to figure out that pressure look or you're going to be in some deep trouble. Working from their own baseline and out of their own backcourt. This is number 23, Taylor Billman. Garbett, right side, free throw line extended. Gives it up to the far side. Billman again. Garbett at the top of the lane. Traveled with it, shuffled her feet. Gives a good old big smile. Looks to her sideline bench. And that's going to be a turnover on the Cardinals of Soda Springs. As we mentioned, these are two very good programs that were actually located both squarely in the top 5 of the coaches and media poll for Idaho in 2A. Phillips, right side, drives baseline, has to pull it back out. Here's a little bit of a trap look, getting out of it. Far side, Beckstead, baseline jumper, dances on the rim, no good. Ball goes in between the legs, and the Cardinals out in front on the fast break. Stopping, throwing it up, and another foul on the arm of Alexa Moldenhauer, who's trying to work that cherry-picking look on the opposite side. Quick, fast break, and that's another foul on the Pirates, who have been dealing with foul trouble all year long. That's the first one on Beckstead. No good on the first free throw from Moldenhauer. That's the first miss from the free throw line for the Cardinals, as they were perfect from that point. At least goes 50%. We have got a tie ball game. Lemon, far side, Bar Z gets around Garbett and into the front court. Great dribble work from Bar Z, who goes right into the lane, and there's a blocking foul. And that's a great look there from Bar Z, who is slippery if she has the basketball. Dribbles in and around defenders the entire length of the court and gets into the key and gets a foul. Here comes a little bit of a 2-3 look from the Lady Cardinals, working the perimeter right side, down into the baseline short corner. Beckstead got whacked on the arm, still able to make it on the mid-range jumper. Beckstead with 2 points. Down the baseline, Julia Jensen cuts it off underneath, deflects it out of bounds. 3 Lady Pirates on the scoreboard, as well as for the Lady Cardinals. 7-5 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. Garbett, far side pass, Thompson for 3, that's well short. Rebounded by Bar Z, who puts on the Jets, going on the 1v1 fast break, pushes it up, and had somebody whacking her on the arm. Ball goes careening out of bounds, last touched by Soda Springs. It's a great atmosphere out here. Wonderful people, everybody cheering on their teams. Julia Jensen to inbound, out here to Phillips, around the horn and will go. Bar Z with the left-hand dribble, left elbow feed to Lemon. Up and underneath, nowhere really to go. Got to give it somewhere. Jensen right side, she steps into the 3 and it rims out. No good. Lemon reaching in quickly on that one. And that's the second foul for Lemon. She's got to be careful, and she's going to come out of the ballgame quickly. Cannot give up the height advantage, as Soda Springs already, even without Lemon, is able to kind of get up and over the top of the smaller guards of Westside. Now they're going to be working with a little bit of a height disadvantage in this one. Garbett, top of the key, now near side. Billman up to the right elbow. Garbett once again. Inside out play as the Cardinals work their offense. Up and into the body, and the ball's up for grabs. Deflected by Barzy, stolen away by Phillips. She's going to pass to Barzy on the far side, who stops, spins off a defender, goes back up to the top. Westside will take a breather. Henderson gives it to Beckstead. Inside out, Jensen pumps once on the baseline short corner, and it's intercepted on the pass. Bad one there on the near side. Billman has that one poked away by Barzy. Here comes the 1v2. One-on-one, Phillips goes up strong and gets fouled. Going the opposite way, that's Billman, who got her on the arm. And Westside using their speed and finishing ability to their strength right now, and that's what's kind of kept them out in front. First shot up and around the rim, no good for Phillips, who already has a big three-pointer to her name. Trying to push this lead to 3 with this foul shot. Can't do it, off the front of the rim. Collected, pushed down the floor by Gooden, intercepted by Westside in the backcourt. Here's Barzy once again. Wolf call, Barzy's pit-pocketed from behind. Here comes the Cardinals the opposite way, straight into the key. Floater dancing around on the right block, and it's in. I think that's Gooden. Jensen now getting the inbound, and we've got a tie ball game, 7-7. Phillips struts confidently across the timeline, goes right into the key, kicks it out for Henderson on the near side wing. Back up to the top for Barzy, who looks around for help. Henderson has to pick it off of her knees. Beckstead has it now, and she pushes the shot mid-post, gets her own rebound, and goes in with the and one. Strong work from Lainey Beckstead, who missed the initial floater, followed the shot, went in strong, and is rewarded with the and one foul. She's going to go to the line. It's the second foul on Zippy Thompson, and so she's going to have to go ahead and take a seat on the bench. Beckstead's and one play high off the back iron, no good. Garbett skies off into the air and grabs it. She's going to go coast to coast, throws it up and touches it twice, double dribble. As she wanted to get it out to her teammate on her right side on the fast break, Billman. And it won't find its mark. She traveled with it as she threw it up in the air and touched it twice. It's going to be a timeout, West Side up, 9-7 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. Back right after this on 105.5 KACH.
Protecting buyers and lenders in Cache Valley for over 40 years, Northern Title is the trusted name in the tri-state areas of Idaho, Utah, and Wyoming. The staff at Northern Title in Preston protect you from unknown complications like access issues, unpaid taxes, hidden liens, or easement restrictions. Choose the right title company. Choose to close with Northern Title of Preston. Good deeds done daily. Call today at 208-852-5700.
Welcome back to a packed gymnasium here, home of the Cardinals in Soda Springs. Westside leads 9-7, but that lead can easily disappear if you're not careful. Into the offense goes the Westside Pirates. Henderson up to the top for Beckstead. Almost has that intercepted on the assist to Bar Z. Wants to hand it off to Jensen, and it's going to be a jump ball. Westside with a couple dangerous passes, and finally a Lady Cardinal comes in and grabs that ball, simultaneously controlling it with Bar Z. Ball's going to be pointed the other way. Possession arrow flips the Lady Cardinals across the front court. Gooden points around to a couple different players up to the very top and in the reception. Moldenhauer, far side now into the corner. Billman for three, straight away, rimming out, no good. Beckstead with the great rebound. Has a dribble and outlets here to the near side for Phillips. Phillips putting up her left hand, calling out the offense. This is a sophisticated defense by the Cardinals, trying to feed it to Beckstead. It's tipped out of bounds by Kinley Osborne. Another incredibly tall Lady Cardinal. I don't know what they're feeding them out here. Osborne 5'8". Phillips saves it. Ball up for grabs as it almost went over the back line. Beckstead hands it back off to Phillips. And a little bit of a breather now for the Pirates, who are trying to figure out this defense. Stolen away, Lady Cardinals up and away, right hand layup good by Taylor Billman. Bar Z tried to protect the ball with her body, kind of lost it, got ran over. And now we've got an equalizer layup. Phillips, near side wing for Beckstead. Surveying the defense, drives baseline, has nowhere to go, has to go up and over the top on the safety net, back for Phillips. 1:40 remains in this first quarter, brought to you by Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area of Utah, Idaho, and Wyoming. Bar Z, jab steps one time, caught up in some trouble, gives it up for Henderson. Right side, Beckstead for three, steps into it, it's gonna be short. Bar Z, smallest one out on the court, grabs it, ripped away by Billman. Here she goes, the opposite way. Left hand layup good, she flies into the bleachers. 11-9 for the Soda Springs Lady Cardinals. Coach Garner trying to give her girls a little bit of motivation, trying to point them in the right direction. Bar Z at the very top of the arc, spinning off of Billman. This is a stingy defense that doesn't give up a lot of points. Bar Z steps into the jumper after bouncing off of Billman on the left elbow. That's a great shot from the lefty, and that equalizes things at 11. 45 seconds now. Far side, Billman. Ball high above her head on the free throw line, up for Garbett, using her height to survey the defense. Barzee trying to get up in Billman's face. Partially deflected. Rebound by Phillips. 27 seconds left. Barzee crossover into the lane, stepping up into it. It's blocked by Osborne. Opposite way with 18 seconds, far sideline. Gooden up, top of the key. Osborne, big three, no. Ripped off the glass by Westside. Phillips holds on to it safely with 5 seconds left in the ballgame. Henderson going up into the bodies. Beckstead goes up and she shoots it, and with 1/10 of a second left in the first quarter, she is fouled. After the offensive rebound, it was an air ball by Henderson. 2 shots coming up. This is the chance to come away with the lead here, 2 shots. Beckstead with a couple bounces off the hardwood. Her first shot is good. Beckstead, a huge component of this offense and defense. She's going to go 1 for 2 at the line. Ball up, it's touched, and that's going to be the end of it. Westside leads 12-11 going into the second quarter. Great stuff happening here. We'll come back to you right after this on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM, and mylocalradio.com.
Hi, my name is Penny Wright, born and raised in Preston. I am your local Medicare agent. I am here to give you the knowledge you need so you can make an informed and wise choice for your Medicare needs. Call me at 208-852-2367 if you're turning 65 or have any Medicare questions.
Level 10 Life provides skilled one-on-one life coaching sessions to help you unlock your next level in life. Our trained professionals specialize in health, life, and career coaching. Book a free consultation today at level10lifecoach.com.
Welcome back to the sports broadcast booth here in Soda Springs. Cody Olsen coming to you live in a district matchup between opponents Westside and the Cardinals. And Westside, has every reason to maybe be a little bit intimidated, every reason, to maybe feel a little bit sluggish, but they fought through everything here, and they actually lead the Cardinals 12-11 in what has been one of the best environments for high school lady basketball that I've seen in a hot minute. Phillips feeds Beckstead, reversal layup, no good on the right block, dances on the back, outlet after the rebound for the Cardinals. Moldenhauer, near side wing, up to the top. This is Gracie Moldenhauer, so we've got Alexa and Gracie out here for the Moldenhauers. Gracie holding up her right hand at the very top of the arc. 3-2 zone implemented by Westside, still going small with the guards. Driving, this is Gracie, up to the back to the top. For Billman, long three, back iron, dances on the front of the rim, touched by a Lady Cardinal. No, it's going to say Westside is the last one to touch it. Coach Garner sprinting down the sideline to let the official know that I thought that maybe it was touched by the Cardinals last. I guess not. Garbett working the one-on-one on the inbound. Push shot, no good. Barzee skies up with the left hand to grab it. Pushes the opposite way into the key. Stops, jumps, and is blocked. Saved from going out of bounds. Great read by Moldenhauer. Garbett looks for the secondary fast break jumper. No. Put back, yes, by the Cardinals. Screaming in is Kinley Osborne. And they take the lead back on that little putback after the jumper miss. Phillips up and around. Garbett into the body. Garbett holds strong and it's deflected. She'll go the opposite way after the takeaway. Inside feed. Osborne is boxed out and it's stolen away by Jensen. Turnover once again for the Cardinals, who are in a battle here with the Pirates. I don't think there's a single matchup on the floor, maybe one. Here's poked away. Billman taking the one-on-one against Barzee. Misses the layup. Garbett underneath on the left side, rejected by the rim. Cardinals come away fruitless on what was a for sure opportunity to get some points. Westside fortunate to stay strong and to get a little bit of defense on there. Phillips, far side for Henderson now. Way beyond the arc on the angles. Comes at the top of the key. Pick and roll offense for Beckstead. Goes up into the body and one again. Beckstead flies in, keeps her pivot foot flowed outwards and then back in strong on the far side block. And that's a great move from Beckstead, who just is the type of player that you love to have as a coach and is fun to watch as a fan. Great stuff from Beckstead. She's going to go to the line for the and one opportunity. It's the first foul on Alexa Moldenhauer. Shot is up and it's the back iron, no good. Ball is tipped around. Jensen will go ahead and wrap up Thompson, and that will flop the possession arrow after the jump ball call. It will stay with Soda Springs and they'll work out of their own baseline. Osborne gives it up to the ball handler Gooden, who struts across the timeline, working with the right hand far side. Moldenhauer, Gracie up to the top again for Gooden. Near side now. Up to the top, Billman. Hands it off. Moldenhauer, far side Gooden. Baseline thought about, driving into the key. Pit pocketed and stolen by Phillips. 3-on-2 fast break, going the other way, looking. Far side Beckstead, she'll take the transition three. No, off the front of the rim. Jensen once again comes in, puts her arms on the ball, and another jump ball. That's 2 times that Jensen has been able to get in there and really force that 50-50 ball and saves a possession for Westside. Inbounds play, Henderson looks, goes high, over the top. Barzee grabs it near side corner. Phillips now getting a screen from Beckstead, wasn't quite in position, pick and roll. Beckstead working the mid post, inside out, jumper. Henderson no good. Defensive rebound, Thompson, far side. Gooden, up and underneath. No, on the dribble. And she misses the shot once again, rejected by the rim. Some defense by Westside, long pass. Barzee sits down on her bottom, lost it. And it's gonna be a jump ball. This is a crazy gymnasium right now, lots of energy. Abby Gooden will strut across the line, taking over point guard duties right now. Goes to the far side, Billman, back to Gooden. Corner, Billman will shoot, long two, no good. Taken by Westside off of the bounce. Phillips, here to Henderson. Pumps once on the right side wing, thought about it, goes back to Phillips on the right side. Westside, inside out, great setup. Henderson has a look, goes far into the left. Jensen is pushed, throws it out for Beckstead. It's kept, driving baseline. Beckstead up and underneath, reversal, no good. Offensive rebound. Jensen high off the glass, in the right place at the right time. Good on that shot. Jensen gets on the board. 16-13 is the score. Westside leads Soda Springs going into the full timeout. Brought to you by Magnolia Road, the women's boutique store here in downtown Preston. Don't go to Pocatello, don't go to Logan. Go right here to Magnolia Road here in Preston. Back to you right after this on 105.5 KACH. Here at the Westside School District, we proudly announce that through the generous efforts of donors around our wonderful community, we have raised over $2.2 million towards our new multi-purpose center building and classrooms on our campus. This state-of-the-art center is dedicated to the advancement of learning and will serve our community as a center for elementary classrooms, a recreational multi-purpose center, lunchroom, as well as a theater of the arts for our youth. With your help, we can raise the final $250,000 needed to complete this project. Donate online at westside202.com or feel free to stop by and donate in person in the Westside School District front office. Welcome back here to Soda Springs, home of the Cardinals, a packed gymnasium as they're going to take it out their own baseline. Natalie Lemon has checked back into the ball game. She's working with 2 fouls already, basically sat the majority of the latter half of the first quarter and the first half of the second quarter. Her goal right now, I'm sure, and what the coaches are trying to say is stay away from that third foul. It's going to be huge and something to work on or something to look at going into this one. Gooden will look over to her coach on the near sideline. Work to the far side, almost picked up her pivot foot, comes back to the near side here. Moldenhauer, Gracie goes back on the top for Gooden, hounded by Barzee. Jensen has it, who screams up and around, steals the ball, and gets a foul call on Soda Springs. That's Gracie Moldenhauer, who is trying to get the ball back after she lost it on the pass in the front court. That foul is going to put Westside in the 1-and-1 bonus. Julia Jensen will strut up to the line. First shot for her, high back rim, no good. Lemon falls out of bounds with Soda Springs. Osborne and her were kind of tied up together. Lemon's got to get back on defense as Gooden comes across. Osborne leading the way, lead blocking for her. Moldenhauer down the baseline near side, gets it back up to the top. Gooden grabs the pass, far side, Garbett, jumper from about 9 feet out on the far baseline is good. And Garbett might be starting to get a little bit of fire caught here. Got to be careful. Barzee with the right hand up at the very top of the arc. Forced to pick up her dribble. Timeout taken before the 5-second defensive call. We're going to go ahead and take it as well. Screaming in is Coach Garner to save her team. We'll take it. Be back to you right after this on 105.5 KACH.
Hey ladies, when you're looking to freshen up your wardrobe, there is no need to travel to the big city shopping centers or the dreaded mall. Stay local and head to Magnolia Road in downtown Preston. They offer great prices on the cutest tops, bottoms, sweaters, shoes and boots, and other accessory items. And best of all, everything is size inclusive from small to 3XL. When you shop local, everything you spend stays right here in Preston and Franklin County. Magnolia Road, 27 South State Street in downtown Preston.
Back here out of the timeout, brought to you by Magnolia Road, the women's boutique store here in downtown Preston. Westside is going to inbound from the far sideline, calling out for somebody. Beckstead gives it up to the top for Phillips, and is going to get caught with a backcourt violation. Soda Springs kind of jumped her as soon as she got the inbound, and she steps over the half-court line. Holding on to a 1-point lead, the Lady Pirates against the Cardinals. Gooden, who has stayed into the point guard and taken over duties for quite a while. Passes to the far side for Billman. Back up at the top, inside feed Garbett. Inside out, far corner. Three is good. That's a big shot from Alexa Moldenhauer, who got the inside feed from the far side to the near side corner. Throws it up and gets a great shot and look from the far side. Beckstead saves Phillips after the pressure at the very top. Trying to get past this wall that the Cardinals have built. Lemon, pick and roll, up and underneath. What a pass and a move. Phillips wraps around a defender on the right side, finds Lemon, who puts it up easily with the right hand. Garbett thought about it, triple threat, back into the near corner. Back up at the top, Gooden. Far side, and Moldenhauer for three. That's off the front of the rim. Garbett saves it, is blocked. Cardinals collapse in on it and get the offensive rebound. They can throw up the floater, and that one off of the glass, no good. Beckstead cleans it up, and we're tied 18-18 with 2 minutes left before halftime. Beckstead finds herself alone at the top of the arc, diving in, throwing it up with the right hand, scoop layup, foul on the arm. Beckstead has been the one to be the aggressor, driving into the paint. Was all alone after she got the pass up at the top of the arc, drove on the left side, went up with the right hand on the scoop layup low, and got fouled. Beckstead's first shot, good from the free throw line. Beckstead leading all scorers here. Front out and away, missing the second free throw, 19-18 for Westside, who's only rotating about 7 players right now, and everybody's getting in on the action. Got to be well conditioned. Back up at the top, Moldenhauer dribbles with the right hand, counterclockwise to Gooden on the far side wing. Cardinals trying to get the look that they want. Inside feed. Garbett collapsed on, lost the basketball, stolen away. Barzy, fast break crossover, puts it right into the chest of Moldenhauer. Kind of lost the fingertips on that thing and put it right into the chest of Moldenhauer. Jump ball. She's going to come out. Moldenhauer will in for her replacement, Gracie Moldenhauer. Jensen for Lemon. Near side block, push shot with the left hand, short, tipped up into the air and grabbed defensively. Moldenhauer pushes it in front of the media table all the way into the front court. Near corner, Gooden. Lemon puts her arms up there to deflect it, getting up and around. As Soda Springs has realized that those corners are the soft spot in the defense that Westside's playing. Left side wing three, no good, rebounding in and out. Garbett was there, loose ball on the ground. Phillips falls on top of Billman, and it's going to be a jump ball call after the rebound kind of pinballed off a few players. Near side of the basket, Billman looking for somebody. Goes high and up and over the top. Osborne has that one go in and out of her hands. Gracie out to the far side. Billing inside out. Garbett for three. No. On the far side, rims out. Phillips able to grab it. Lemon driving, picks up her dribble baseline, goes back up to the top. Barzy at the top of the key working around. Jensen has a good look on the near side, and it's wet. Julia Jensen, not afraid of the moment. Saw that she was all alone as the ball worked from the far side, near side perimeter and took the shot. Great look from Julia Jensen. 19 seconds left before halftime. With that three ball, Jensen goes up to 5 points in the quarter. Soda Springs looking for the last shot. Moldenhauer steps back beyond the arc. 10 seconds now. Gooden. Up to the top. Far side, three ball, long. Lemon grabs it, holds onto it for the final seconds, and Westside is going to go into the break. Up 22-18 over the Soda Springs Cardinals. This has been a gutsy game, a lot of grit. And holy cow, get the ladies a little bit of a drink and a breather, because that's not a whole lot of rotation out there for Westside right now. Incredible stuff. 10 minutes before the start of our third quarter. Each team will go to the locker room. We'll talk a little bit about what we've seen so far and the good things that we've liked. Back after this on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM and mylocalradio.com.
Whether you're in need of timber frame buildings, estate entrances, trusses, pergolas, pavilions, or gazebos, the craftsmanship at Milestone Timberworks reflects our passion and commitment of building for the future. At the beginning and end of the day, it's about achieving the built environment where the truly great moments in life are experienced. We look forward to working with you. Visit milestonetimberworks.com today.
Hey ladies, when you're looking to freshen up your wardrobe, there is no need to travel to the big city shopping centers or the dreaded mall. Stay local and head to Magnolia Road in downtown Preston. They offer great prices on the cutest tops, bottoms, sweaters, shoes and boots, and other accessory items. And best of all, everything is size inclusive from small to 3XL. When you shop local, everything you spend stays right here in Preston and Franklin County. Magnolia Road, 27 South State Street in downtown Preston.
Sometimes in life, the next level seems to be just out of your reach. You know you could reach your goal if you could just figure out what's blocking your success. The trained professionals at Level 10 Life offer life, health, and career coaching. These professional coaching sessions will help you put the next piece together in your puzzle. Don't wait. The coaches at Level 10 Life are here to help you reach your next milestone in life. Schedule a free consultation online at level10lifecoach.com.
People oftentimes ask us, why do people from other areas of the valley or other parts of the state or drive so far to come here? And a lot of times I'll ask them, so why did you drive past several different dealers to come and buy your car here? And a lot of times they say, I just like the environment here. I like the low pressure. They don't play games. You guys are straightforward with me. You don't, trick me into buying something I don't want. We we take care of people the way we want to be treated, and so they'll drive a ways to do that.
Bought my first truck from here in 1992 when I was 14 years old, and been buying trucks and a few cars ever since. I'm always referring friends, family, anybody I talk to West Motor Company.
We have a good time here, you know. We have a great team of employees that we encourage them to have fun. Play at work is kind of one of our mottos.
West Motors will treat you like family.
WestMotorCompany.com.
We welcome you into our halftime show today, brought to you by Level 10 Life. Our trained professionals at Level 10 Life are here to help you achieve your next level in life. Out onto the floor, a wonderful little performance, led by the Soda Springs cheerleaders and the youth here, doing a little bit of Jingle Bell Rock. Great stuff. Have a lot more. I gotta say that these lovely kids have a lot more rhythm than I do. 110%. Let's talk a little bit about what we've seen so far in this game between Westside and Soda Springs. Initially coming into this one, this is going to be one of the tougher challenges on the year for Westside within the district. And, they've held their own so far, have been able to keep things low scoring defensively, and have been able to make big, tough shots. Great assist early in the second quarter by Letty Phillips. And this is a shining example of what you're talking about. A design set. Westside knew that the Cardinals were going to come out to stop Phillips way beyond the arc, and she was caught up in the double team beyond the three-point line on the near side wing. Trusted Lemon to cut down the key and around the defender, who was the single one back there. They were working that 1-3-1 trap type of zone there. Phillips wraps a bounce pass around a defender, hits Lemon in stride for the easy layup. And that's just a lot of chemistry and trust that you see out there all the time with this team. And they're going to need to continue doing that moving into the second quarter. The Cardinals have been able to have some open looks both from the mid-range and beyond the perimeter, but the ball has just not fallen to the basket as easily as they maybe would have wanted to. Once they start to get that going, we might see a little bit of a different game, although Westside hasn't given the Cardinals extra chances. When that ball goes out and around the hoop and the rim and comes off, Westside's been able to clean it up pretty consistently. They lead in rebounding in this game, and that's kind of been the story of the game so far. Natalie Lemon with 2 points. Lainey Beckstead actually leads all scoring, I believe, with 7 points. That's my unofficial stats that we're trying to do here. 4:30 left before the third quarter. We'll come back to you with our official stats, brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency, right after this on 105.5 KACH 1340 AM and mylocalradio.com.
Sometimes in life, the next level seems to be just out of your reach. You know you could reach your goal if you could just figure out what's blocking your success. The trained professionals at Level 10 Life offer life, health, and career coaching. These professional coaching sessions will help you put the next piece together in your puzzle. Don't wait. The coaches at Level 10 Life are here to help you reach your next milestone in life. Schedule a free consultation online at level10lifecoach.com.
105.5 FM KACH.
Hi, we're Braden and Brittany Smith with Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency.
We're Preston Proud and Idaho Strong.
Hi, I'm Jan Stone with Northern Title of Preston, and we are Preston Proud, Idaho Strong.
Hi, I'm Bill Chambers from North Stars Ultimate Outdoors, and we are Preston Proud and Idaho Strong.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Larson. I'm with HK Auto, and we are Dayton Proud and Idaho Strong.
We're Preston Proud, Idaho Strong, serving Franklin County and beyond.
Welcome back here into the broadcast booth. We're moments away, about 3 minutes away from the start of our third quarter. Great stuff and great looks that we've seen out there from the Westside Pirates, and also some pretty great athletic moves and stuff from the Cardinals. These are two really great programs that are battling it out. This is what, District 5 2A Idaho basketball at its peak is all about two great programs battling it out, working with their strengths, and getting some big shots out there. Unofficial stats right now, Julia Jensen will have 5 points. Aubrey Barzy with 6, Beckstead with 7, Phillips with 3, Natalie Lemon with 2. On the opposite end, leading in terms of scoring, Alexa Moldenhauer with a big 3 points. Taylor Billman also with her with 6, I believe, as well. Zippy Thompson went onto the bench early with 2 quick fouls in the first quarter, kind of a mirror image of what Natalie Lemon was doing as well. Lemon came back into the second quarter with 2 fouls, trying to stay away from that third one, and she successfully did it. And I think that's going to be a key part of the game moving forward. The adjustments in this game, I think Westside just needs to continue to close out on those outside shooters. Don't let them get easy shots. Don't let the Cardinals get into a rhythm, because once they do, they score a lot of points, averaging about 55 points per game right now. Currently right now, they're being held to 18 at halftime, so well below their average. You know, offensively, look for those passes that we talked about. Phillips wrapping around 2 defenders, trusting her teammate Lemon to get to the spot where she needs to for the open layup. That's what we need to continue to look for. As for the Cardinals, you know, look to your stars, look to your athletic, tall players to kind of drive into the lane. If you can get Westside into a little bit of foul trouble here, then you're going to be looking with a completely different ball game, because you know the Pirates only rotate, and they don't have a lot of girls dressing out onto the floor right now. I mean, 8 at full strength right now. So if you get people in trouble, in foul trouble, then you have a leg up on this team. I think that's going to be a consistent theme moving forward. Something that the Westside boys have a strength to, the Westside girls, have to overcome that challenge. The boys rotate like 14 deep, and the girls rotate about 8. So that's kind of what we're working with. We're 30 seconds away. We'll go ahead and keep it here. Go into the third quarter. That's some great basketball being played out here in Soda Springs. I've been impressed with the ability of Westside. Although they give up a lot in terms of height more often than not out onto the court, they get low and they play tough basketball, winning those jump balls and getting their arms in there to get things going. Julia Jensen and Letty Phillips will hop out onto the middle of the court, share a smile, and get going here as the kiddos kind of clear off of the hardwood. The teams will come back out onto the court. Westside, I believe, is going to inbound from the far sideline. 8 minutes on the clock as we work our way into the third quarter, brought to you by Preston Auto Parts Car Quest, your one-stop shop for all your car part needs right here in downtown Preston. Thompson back into the ballgame as well, as she worked with 2 fouls early in this game. She's going to start off this second half along with Garbett, Moldenhauer, Gooden, and Billman. Out for the Lady Pirates, Phillips, Jensen, Lemon, Beckstead, and Barzy. Comes the 2-3 zone look here from the Cardinals, driving in and kicking it back out. Barzy looks inside for Lemon. Pumps once, probably had a little bit of room to work with. Ball is stolen away on the far side wing. Jensen put it up into trouble. Moldenhauer pulls it in, then pulls it back out. Thompson, feed. Billman, push shot, no good. Tipped around, offensive rebound for the Cardinals. Diving in the lane, inside out shot. Open 3 from the left side, won't go. Good box out from Beckstead. Barzy runs all the way down the floor and almost touched by the Cardinals, but not so. Last touch by the Pirates as it goes out the baseline on the quick fast break attempt. Cardinals get it back. They're down 22-18 to the Pirates here at home. 7-11 in this third quarter. Jensen out onto the floor. Garbett gets up and around her, moves with her long legs to the far side. Billman into the corner for Gooden. Near side back up to the top. Thompson around the horn, they will go. Driving baseline. Moldenhauer kicks it up and around. Soda Springs can't really penetrate, but they'll settle for the long jumper. That will be off the front of the rim, tipped back out. Soda Springs with the offensive rebound. Billman and company. Westside will pull it back out. Gooden is going to go ahead and grab it and stand in the half circle and come back into the front court. Picks up her dribble, far pass, dangerous one up and underneath, and it's stripped away. Lemon and Phillips were there to pickpocket her as she tried to attempt the shot. Beckstead up to the top, lazy pass high up, almost stolen out and away. Phillips will go ahead and pull it back out, and Westside is trying to work against this 2-3 zone look from the Cardinals. They'll try and rotate it around the perimeter. Bar Z, far corner pass, set up for Phillips, who'll step into the 3-ball, and it will rim out, no good. Thompson, defensive rebound. Moldenhauer into the key, far side. Billman, hop step, leaves it long. And the Cardinals having a hard time to get the ball to go into the basket. A great look, multiple great looks in the first half and second. Beckstead for 3, no, off the front of the rim. Rebound for the Cardinals, who worked the 3-2 fast break. Garbett with the left hand. Offensive foul. Garbett will run into Beckstead, who set her feet. Beckstead comes up, breathing a little bit hard. She looks towards the scene, comes over to grab the basketball, falls down on top of it. It's going to be a jump ball. Beckstead's kind of landed on her forehead a few times, the face mask hopefully protecting her. Alexa Moldenhauer to inbound to Gooden, who goes across the half circle and timeline. Into the front court she will go, looks to her right side, wants to get it to Garbett, working up against Bar Z. Bar Z probably given up about a good 6 inches against Garbett, but has held her own defensively today. Moldenhauer back for Garbett. Moldenhauer far wing 3-ball, no, off the front of the rim, back iron. Julia Jensen able to grab it smartly, lets everybody pass her as she takes a breather and pushes it across the court. Phillips pumps once inside, goes back up at the top as they play keep away from the guards of Soda Springs. Crossover from Phillips, high dribble, up and underneath. Lemon pumps once, underneath, back to Phillips for 3. This is no good. High rebound all the way. Gooden looking for the fast break. Billman fills the lane and puts it up and good. 22-20, Westside still out in front with the 2-pointer. Jensen goes up and over the top of Garbett. Westside with numbers, driving into the lane. Phillips goes right into Thompson, and she's going to pick up her 3rd foul with 4:27 here in the 3rd quarter. Phillips, whether on purpose or, if she just saw a little bit of lane, she's going to get a key foul on Thompson. Here comes the first shot. Phillips buries it. Phillips with her 4th point on that one. Here's the second free throw, high and good. Back up to a 4-point lead. Billman leading for the Cardinals. She's got 8 points. A lot of fast break opportunities for her. She just sprints in front of everybody and fills the lane. Gooden looks over to her bench. Tries to figure it out. Westside working the 3-2 zone. Counting on Beckstead and Lemon to really work on it on the back side. Gooden at the top of the wing, inside for Garbett, inside out pass, working around the horn. Great shot, great look. No, an air ball as 2 Lady Cardinals go screaming into the bench. Lands on some spectators. We have an elderly, a wonderful seasoned lady that kind of got close to the action. Maybe got a sweaty towel and a little bit of some good stuff out there. She seems to be A-okay. Wrapping around the screen, but throwing it into traffic, stolen away by the Cardinals, up and over the top. Billman feeds to Gooden, it's taken away. Bar Z out in front. Here's Bar Z on the left-hand layup. Yes, and one! Bar Z is kind of filling the role that Billman's been doing on the opposite end. She goes up strong with the left-hand layup, gets the and one call. Bar Z for the 3-point play. Shot is up and rims out, no good. Offensive rebound by Beckstead. She goes up and underneath the reversal, no good. Lemon gets the offensive rebound. Another chance for Lemon. Ball underneath, touched by Westside. and it'll go out of bounds. And they're going to reverse the call. Beckstead came out of the huddle with her hands on her head, thinking like, how is that possible? Jensen gets the ball, pumps once inside on the inbound, near side. Barzee goes screaming up and over the top, saves it from going out of bounds. Great balance. Barzee goes right into the key floater with the left hand. That's strong. No good. Moldenhauer finally corrals it for the Cardinals. Billman gets fouled hard by Phillips. No good on the layup attempt. She's going to make Billman earn it from the free throw line. It's the first foul on Phillips. And I don't mind that foul, to be honest. That's the first foul given up by Westside in this half. And that keeps a lot of momentum and energy away from the Cardinals. And it works out to the advantage as Billman actually misses the first free throw. Westside up 26-20 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. Billman's second shot is good. The Cardinals have had great looks both from the mid-range and beyond the perimeter. Phillips throws it up for Barzee, almost stolen away. Billman and her kind of wrestle for it in front of the media bench. And the half-court pressure flips a possession for the Cardinals, 26-21. Gooden for Barzee, ball up for grabs on the far side wing. Sitting down on the line is Phillips. As there was a little bit of a scrum right in front of the Cardinal bench. Osborne to inbound. Garbett posts up Beckstead, passes out of it on the far side. Near side Moldenhauer, back to Garbett, around the horn it goes. Long three, Billman can't get it to go. Touched last by Soda Springs after the miss. And out the baseline as a couple different players fight for it. Coach Gardner giving Lemon a little bit of direction. Far pass, Beckstead to Lemon. Good find and broken press. Westside didn't get it the first time, but got it the second time on the press break. Garbett inside out. Billman thought about the three, drives into the lane. Off balance shot, rims around, no good. Offensive rebound by Moldenhauer. Goes back to Billman on the near side. Goes up and underneath, and there's the foul. Billman goes into the body of Beckstead, who did not establish herself, gets called for the blocking foul, and Billman's gonna go to the line. Westside's up 28-21 over the Cardinals. Billman rimming out on the first free throw. The Cardinals just have a lid on the basket in this ball game, and they just can't seem to unlock it. Here comes the second shot from Billman. This off the front of the rim. Lemon grabs it, stripped away by Moldenhauer. Lemon gets the defensive rebound as Moldenhauer tries to push it back. Lemon pushes it, goes right into the body of Osborne. Stops, tries to pull it back out, bounce pass out to the far side wing for Phillips. Gets a lane, drives into the key, up and underneath Osborne, and drives it in home. Strong layup by Letty Phillips with 4 points in the third quarter. Osborne kicks it out. Garbett uses every piece of her frame to get it high up into the air. Osborne back out of the top, Gooden from the free throw line, front of the rim, and it falls in. Soda Springs will back out of the pressure that they had implemented midway through the third quarter. And it looks like they're switching up their defense entirely almost. No, 2-3 zone, back at it for the Cardinals. Scratch that, I think we're gonna be looking at a man call. Lemon, easy backdoor cut, no good, missed the layup. Here's the other way, Garbett will settle for the long jumper and it hits home on the opposite end. Easy layup by Lemon, just pushed it a little bit strong. Westside up 35-25. Garbett hits the mid-range jumper. Beckstead on the far side wing, motioning to Lemon to kind of give her a little bit of room. Lemon Looks a little bit tired, kind of motioning and going around in circles, trying to catch her breath, hand on her hip. Phillips, far side. Barzee for three, no. Lost the legs on that one. 36 seconds left before the end of the third quarter. Phillips is going to come out. And Natalie Lemon right now just looks absolutely exhausted. She's been out there for a while. Henderson comes into the ball game for West Side. Garbett takes one dribble into the mid post, pushes it up, no good. Ball in between the legs. Osborne, last one to touch it for the Cardinals, and it goes rolling out of bounds. Phillips is going to come in for Lemon. He'll give her an extra quick breather as we are 15 seconds away from the end of the third quarter. 5-point lead for West Side. A drive by Lemon off the glass. Pretty. 32-25, 3 seconds remain. Moldenhauer takes the long three, looks good and is good. Wow, that's incredible. Moldenhauer from about 5 feet beyond the perimeter on the right side takes the long three-pointer. And when it's good, it's good. Holy cow. 32-28 is your score going into the fourth quarter. West Side leads. We'll take a timeout. Come back to you right after this on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM and mylocalradio.com.
There's no better family activity than a night out at the movies. Worm Creek Opera House Theater on State Street in Preston is your local home for first-run family movies. The historic theater offers top-flight comfort, the coolest refreshments, and quality entertainment, all at family prices. Stop by the Worm Creek Opera House at 70 South State Street in downtown Preston. For tickets, showtimes, and a list of upcoming attractions, go to wormcreek.org.
We welcome you into our fourth quarter, brought to you by Papa J's Beef Jerky and Deli out of Clifton, Idaho. Letty Phillips has really kind of put it upon her shoulders to drive into the lane, has had some great looks, being aggressive off of the layup attempts. And Westside is going to remain small out there with their lineups. Soda Springs late coming out of the timeout. Head coach Josh Zentner taking time with his girls to kind of give them the right game plan to take the lead back from Westside here in the fourth quarter. 8 minutes remain before the end of regulation. Jensen, far pass. Beckstead has that ball go out of her fingertips and out of bounds, and that is not the pass that I think that we were looking for coming out of the third quarter. A big turnover as that pass from the far sideline skyrockets out of Beckstead's grasp and out of bounds. Here comes the Cardinals. Osborne up to the top for Billman. Inside feed. Thompson, no good. Garbett gets the offensive rebound. Barzee comes screaming in, gets the jump ball call, and the possession arrow will flip. Garbett comes up a little bit shaken. She took a hard tumble down to the hardwood. They're gonna leave her in the ball game. She shakes it off. Kind of got whacked, falling to the ground. Billman gonna try and look for somebody here on the inbound. Goes high and up over the top for Thompson. In for Garbett, who pulls it back out beyond the perimeter. Driving baseline, pulls it back once. Julia Jensen able to stay in front of her. The Cardinals taking their sweet time beyond the perimeter. Here comes Garbett on the drive, and the long stride from Garbett has cut the lead down to 2 as she dribbles off and up with the right hand on the far side, 32-30. Phillips getting the screen, coming off. Jensen goes down to the ground hard, throws it backwards, and it's going to be a foul. Billman, guilty party, reaching over the top of Julia Jensen. That's going to be her third foul personally. Fourth team foul there for the Cardinals. 7:08 remains in the ball game. Barzee almost has that one picked off. Kicks it out for Jensen. Driving baseline. for Lemon on the left block. Push shot into the body, no good. Ball rims around. Billman comes away with it. Got to get back on defense. Far pass, Garbett. Back for the trailing Billman. Off the glass and in, and one. And this gymnasium coming alive as the Cardinals have tied the ball game at 32 all. Lead pending off of the shot. Billman hits it. Cardinals up 33-32. Phillips across the line. Double screen at the top of the arc, driving off of the screen, back up for Beckstead, who feeds it in for Lemon, working the one-on-one against Thompson. Up and underneath, fading away, push shot, dancing on the rim, no good. Thompson comes away with a defensive rebound. Far side for Garbett, jumps into the big jumper, that one airballing, no good. Saved, falling out of bounds by Moldenhauer, who goes back down the baseline, takes up the big shot, and it goes in. Incoming timeout from Coach Gardner. Soda Springs has taken the lead 35-32 on an improbable shot on the far baseline. Looked like it went up and over the backboard and in a huge rainbow. We'll come back to you right after this on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM and mylocalradio.com.
In 1996, my father, Jay Moyle, started producing gourmet beef jerky in the foothills of Clifton, Idaho. Now, over 20 years later, Papa Jay's beef jerky is a staple of the Franklin County community. Family run since the beginning, the modern way of making jerky here at Papa Jay's is the old-fashioned way. Absolutely no shortcuts are taken in producing the finest quality and most delicious smoked meat you can find. Come over to Papa Jay's and bite into a tender, flavorful stick of Papa Jay's, and your view of jerky will never be the same. 10 South Main Highway, Clifton, Idaho.
We welcome you back here to the broadcast booth. The Westside Pirates now find themselves down 3 points to the Soda Springs Cardinals after leading the entirety of the ball game. Cardinals have come back after getting renewed life. Big shots from Garbett and Moldenhauer have found the mark and have put the game in the balance. Phillips is going to go ahead and work across the line. It looks like a man-to-man defense now for Soda Springs. A screen up to the top for Bar Z. Gives it up for Lemon, who pulls it back out beyond the top of the arc. Resets everything. Thought Jensen was there for a second. Passes it to Bar Z now. This man-to-man defense giving Westside some fits. Bar Z drags her foot. And a travel call. Westside, the wheel's starting to get a little bit wiggly right now. Can they come back into this? Need some defensive stops and some points. Moldenhauer working here on the front court for the Cardinals. Flashing up, Thompson, mid-range jumper, no good. Defensive rebound, that's a good stop for Westside after the miss from Thompson. Hands off to Phillips, who works around the defense. Jensen for three, no. Offensive rebound, Bar Z, and she puts it back up. Game within one. 35-34 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. Billman spins off of Bar Z, pulls it back and crosses it over, gives it to Garbett. This is an ISO look. Garbett working with the left hand against Beckstead. Beckstead holds her ground, turns Garbett away, and they reset the offense. It's a great job by Beckstead to work that one-on-one. Billman working through a couple different screens, gives it back up to the top for Garbett. Off from Jensen. Lemon comes off to assist, and Garbett goes off the glass. That's a superstar play for Jeanette Garbett. 37-34. Phillips working the left side, backdoor cut, dangerous pass, and it's stolen away in the key. Billman's the one to take it. Goes up and under, makes the layup, but it's going to be a foul before the shot. It's a great shot from Billman. She kind of got whacked before she got into her shooting motion. Phillips' third foul. Got to come up with some stops here. Thompson spinning off, gets the and one, no. Yes, Thompson and one. Lemon gives up the foul. Cardinals starting to pull out in front. Shot up from Thompson and it's good. There's the 40-piece. Timeout taken full from Soda Springs. We'll take it as well. Come back to you. Westside trails 40-34 after a late surge from the Cardinals. We'll come back to you right after this on 105.5 KCH 1340 AM and mylocalradio.com. They say the three most important things in life for many people are their faith, their family, and their high school sports. And not necessarily in that order. Advertise where you'll get noticed. Call My Local Radio and become a sports advertiser today.
North Stars Ultimate Outdoors is the best provider of power sport vehicles right here in downtown Preston. Vehicles and equipment from brand names that you know and trust, like Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. Stop in and let us get you ready for your next adventure at North Stars Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts, 777 North State Street, Preston.
Renewed energy and a lot of excitement here in the gymnasium at Soda Springs as head coach Josh Zentner has put a lot of confidence and trust into his star players, has given Garbett the opportunity to go one-on-one, and she has cashed in to extend the lead. Soda Springs has gone up 40-34 as Westside has led the whole game, shifting now the way of the Cardinals with 4:20 left here in the ball game. Phillips throws it into trouble, taken away. Billman will go up with the right-hand layup. Easy score. Coming out to the midcourt line, Jensen into Lemon, left elbow, spins off of it. Bounce pass to Barzee. Under 4 minutes remaining, 8-point ball game now. Lemon to Thompson, caught up in no man's land, throws it out and away, and it's stolen. Here goes the wheels. A foul, Barzee bumps Billman. Push shot. That's the 6th team foul. Inbound coming in for Moldenhauer and the Cardinals. Up for Garbett, one-on-one against Beckstead. Shimmy shake, cooking up. Billman for three, no. Skying up is Thompson, gives it to Garbett. Back up at the top, Moldenhauer. Far side jumper, good from Billman. And just like that, the Cardinals with a 10-point lead, outscoring the Pirates by 12 in this fourth quarter so far, and a timeout is going to be taken by Coach Garner. We'll take it also, come back to you with the last 3 minutes and 15 seconds of the ball game here on 105.5 KACH 1340 AM and mylocalradio.com.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you'll be appreciated. It's even better to know that you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciates every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car or truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. 17 South State Street, Preston.
Garbett and Billman of Soda Springs hitching the wagon and doing all that they can to get them up on top. They lead by 10, 44-34. Phillips working up on the one-on-one against Garbett, pulls it back out. We've got 3 minutes remaining in this ball game. Barzee gets it on the free throw line, extended far side, into the key, floater, rims around and in. First points, maybe that will unlock some more here for the Pirates. Got to get some stops. Thompson, Billman scoops it high up, gets her own shot, long three on the opposite side. Garbett hits it. That is a big shot and a huge haymaker in this ball game. Soda Springs 47, Westside 36. The fourth quarter exploding offensively for the Cardinals. Henderson to Jensen, wanted the three, decided to eat it. Billman on her backside, rejects it. Ball's up for grabs, Garbett has it now. Barzee to Moldenhauer, easy layup on the fast break. Timeout coming up. Wow, and just an absolutely incredible offensive explosion from the Cardinals, out 49-36. Timeout taken, we'll do it. Come back in a minute, right after this on 105.5, 1340 AM, mylocalradio.com.
There's no better family activity than a night out at the movies. Worm Creek Opera House Theater on State Street in Preston is your local home for first-run family movies. The historic theater offers top-flight comfort, the coolest refreshments, and quality entertainment, all at family prices. Stop by the Worm Creek Opera House at 70 South State Street in downtown Preston. For tickets, show times, and a list of upcoming attractions, go to wormcreek.org.
105.5 FM KACH.
Hi, we're Braden and Brittany Smith with Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency.
We're Preston Proud and Idaho Strong.
Hi, I'm Jan Stone with Northern Title of Preston, and we are Preston Proud, Idaho Strong.
Hi, I'm Bill Chambers from North Stars Ultimate Outdoors, and we are Preston Proud and Idaho Strong.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Larson. I'm with HK Auto, and we are Dayton Proud and Idaho Strong.
We're Preston Proud, Idaho Strong, serving Franklin County and beyond.
Across the timeline comes the Westside Pirates. Letty Phillips to Barzee. Free throw line extended near side. Picks up her dribble. Gives it to Henderson. Great defense from the Cardinals, sitting in the chair. And running over the screen, man or woman, I believe is Gooden. Ran over Jensen, kind of working through that screen right there. Taken out from the far side. Beckstead gets it, steps into the three, no. Pump fakes, sidestep from Jensen. Barzee comes up with it. Push shot up and good as she goes working up and underneath. Gets the deflection. Billman, Thompson, out to Garbett. 1:35 remains in this ball game. Garbett way beyond the perimeter, up for Billman. Tries to get up and underneath Barzee. Gooden, a screen, falling off. Thompson, right hand layup on the pick and roll. 51-38 for Soda Springs. 1 minute and 5 seconds remain. Beckstead steps into the three-pointer, and it's an air ball out to the left. Ball was tipped at the point of attack. Westside's gonna keep it. (51-38), 1 minute remains. Beckstead on the inbound on the far side. Jensen stepping down the baseline, working off of the hip of Billman. Hands it off to Barzee, spinning back off. It's going to be a foul on Soda Springs defensively. The 16th foul, the third one on Alexa Moldenhauer. Here comes Westside on the inbound from the far sideline, gives it up to Barzee. Out for Beckstead, driving into the key, inside out. Phillips, Barzee, Beckstead, three-pointer, long off the back iron, out the far sideline. Jensen goes screaming into the bleachers. Try and get it, 41. Ticks of the clock remain in regulation. Westside's gonna push full court press. Garbett now with the one-on-one. Shake and bake against Beckstead, working to the right side. Thompson and Garbett playing hot potato at the top of the arc. 30 seconds remain. Cardinals, far side Billman up and around. Garbett up to the top. Thompson holds on to it, and it looks like the Cardinals are very much content to run out the rest of this clock. 15 seconds now. Billman, scoop layup, driving into the key. That's pretty. 53-38, 5 seconds now remain. Henderson for three. That one rolls out. No good. Buzzer sounds, and that is your final score. Soda Springs pulls it together in the fourth quarter. Comes away with a huge victory, 53-38 over Westside. Big conference win in District 5. Don't go anywhere. We'll come back to you for our post-game show brought to you by Ralph's Construction, building in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. And talk a little bit about what happened here on this one here in Soda Springs. Again, final score, Cardinals 53, Pirates 38. Final on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. We'll be back for our postgame show right after this on 105.5. Papa J's World Headquarters in Clifton, Idaho, started on the dream of a man who wanted to give back to his small-town farming community. 20 years later, it's a place renowned for its gourmet beef jerky, deli, and uniquely friendly customer experience. The friendly staff at Papa J's invites you to come in or find them online at papaj's.com, where you can have the unique taste of Papa J's beef jerky shipped to you all with a click of a button. Papa J's, world-class jerky in small-town USA. papaj's.com.
If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837. Tonight's game has been brought to you by West Motors, your only stop for new or used cars in Preston and in Logan. Stokes Market True Value, with the freshest meat and produce in town. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and surrounding communities since 1925. Ralph's Construction, building homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care you'll receive in all of the Cache Valley. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, with all the parts you need for your car to keep it running strong. Naylor Insurance, for home, health, life, and auto from Mutual of Enumclaw. Procon Homes, building quality multifamily homes across the West. By Les Schwab Tires. Stop in and see the tire experts on Main Street in North Logan. North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. Get ready for your next outdoor adventure at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors in Preston. Evergreen Financial. When planning your future, trust the experts at Evergreen Financial in Preston. Level 10 Life. Reach your next level in life with their life coaching sessions. Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Don't leave the things that matter to chance. Call Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency, today. Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area. And by Papa J's Deli and Jerky in Clifton. Now stay tuned for the Ralph's Construction postgame show, coming up next.
Welcome back here to the post-game show brought to you by Ralph's Construction, building in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Soda Springs comes out swinging in the fourth quarter and comes away offensively, blowing up the stat sheet thanks to Alexa Moldenhauer, Jeanette Garbett, and Zippy Sampson. Those three come up with some big points, outscoring the Pirates, I believe. I'm trying to do a little bit of math here, but I believe outscoring the Pirates by about 13 in the fourth quarter, taking the lead back and putting it up, actually a 15-point swing. Just a huge explosion offensively as the Cardinals are able to get back to their average after being held defensively down below their scoring average throughout the entirety of the game. This West Side team showed a lot of heart and a lot of grit, and Coach Garner put the girls out there in great positions tonight. Just didn't happen the way that they wanted to later on in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a great ball game when it's played out in West Side later on in the season. we'll get closer and closer to the winter, the Christmas sports now, next week, I guess. We'll see boys and girls next week as well. We're going to go ahead, take a quick break, come back to you with our final stats, and tell you where you can hear from us next. Right after this on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM, and mylocalradio.com.
If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837.
Whether it's your vehicle, home, business, or even life, protecting the things that matter most shouldn't be left to chance. At Farm Bureau, the Smith Agency, everything that is important to you is important to us. That's why our office and agents are united to protect your future and give you peace of mind today. I'm Brittany Smith. As your local Farm Bureau agents, my husband Braden and I would love to customize and simplify plans that are unique to you and what you care about. Stop in today and see how Farm Bureau can make insurance simple for you.
Welcome back here to the post-game show today. I am Cody Olsen, your voice of the West Side Pirates. The Pirates are going to fall to the Cardinals after leading the majority of the game. Final score 53-38. A huge explosion and 8 points by Garbett and Moldenhauer in the fourth quarter, outscoring the Pirates by 15 in terms of total points on a run. Absolutely incredible midway through the fourth quarter. Different looks and some defense, catching the Pirates off guard at the mid-court line trap. Kind of came away with a few good looks and some fast break points and a little bit of breathing room towards the end. Great stuff. This is a fantastic Soda Springs team, deservingly so. They'll probably get some good looks. They sit atop number 2 in the coaches and media poll in all of Idaho. As for West Side, you can take a lot of solace and a lot of good stuff knowing that you held this team in check for 85% of the game. They did a really good job defensively, working through all that type of stuff. Put up some good points. Our final stats brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Julia Jensen with 7, Aubrey Barzee with 9 points, Beckstead with 9. She had some great plays here tonight. She's going to be our player of the game as well. Letty Phillips with 8, Natalie Lemon with 5. Both her and Barzee, Beckstead and Barzee, made those big, tough plays, getting those offensive and defensive rebounds, sitting in the chair defensively. They did a great job tonight, as with the rest of the girls who were running so long. They looked gassed out there, working against a very deep bench in the Cardinals. So that's our final score. You can go ahead and hear us next week. The Lady Pirates will play Grace on Tuesday and North Fremont on Thursday. Out in Grace on Tuesday, and then North Fremont at home right before the Christmas break. So it's going to be a fun one. The boys also playing next week. We'll give you a good update as to when you can hear us next on 105.5. Keep an eye out, and an ear out, I should say, rather, for the promos that you can hear early mornings and throughout the afternoon on Preston's Classic Hits. On behalf of all of us here at mylocalradio.com, I'm incredibly grateful. Thank you so much for allowing me to be able to do this broadcast. It's been so fun, and we'll continue to move forward with a great season of play. West Side moving on behalf of all of us at mylocalradio.com, including my wonderful wife Melissa doing camera work tonight, John Beverly, our audio-visual technician back in the studio, Val Cook, our executive producer back home in Preston, and Dan Hubbard, the voice of the Preston Indians. I'm Cody Olsen saying thank you, good night, and as always, go Pirates. The proceedings have been a wholly owned production of mylocalradio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, no portion of which may be used without written consent from Old West Media Incorporated. Thank you for joining us on this production of Westside Pirate Athletics on mylocalradio.com. Until next time, go Pirates!